Imagine if you could turn roughly $40,000 into a single digital coin. Well, this is the thought behind the almighty Bitcoin. It has made millionaires out of teenagers and is worth more than anyone could have ever thought. Today, we're going to look at how Bitcoin started, what it even is, and the phases of Bitcoin over the years. I hope to not only help you gain knowledge on Bitcoin, but the entire cryptocurrency theory itself. Without further ado, let's invest in the world explored by little, known as crypto. Bitcoin has just been brought to the world as of fairly recently, however, it actually goes much farther back than this. Bitcoin was originally created in 2008 by a group known as Satoshi Nakamoto. Their idea was to create a form of currency that you could use just like cash, but it would have no government interference. It was things like this that made it very hard for Bitcoin to gain any traction, as they would be trusting the Satoshi Nakamoto group with their money, which could become worthless in an instant. It also didn't help that none of the members of the group ever revealed their identities to the world and still haven't until this day. So now you know how Bitcoin started. Let's look at what it even is and how you could actually get it for free by yourself. Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency, or in other words, unregulated money. The rules it follows are all laid out by the creators on their website. They promise to offer the cheapest form of any online payment that is available. This is one factor that eventually led people towards cryptocurrency. Bitcoin does not work exactly like cash, however. It is valued the exact same way a stock share in a company would be valued. So say, for example, you wanted to buy tickets online that were $20,000 for some absurd reason. Then say that Bitcoin's current price at that moment was $40,000. This means that you would use 0.5 of a coin in order to make that purchase. There's usually a lot more decimals than that, but you get the point. Bitcoin cannot just be bought, though. It can also be mined. This is the term used to describe collecting free Bitcoin just off of your computer. Essentially, you just download a computer program and mine away. You definitely aren't going to make millions doing this, however, unless, of course, you have thousands of mining-specific computers. One man was actually crazy enough to go about this idea. His name was J.P. Barrick. He made millions buying and selling crypto and put it all back into a Bitcoin farm in the middle of Iowa. As I mentioned previously, Bitcoin has not always been worth thousands of dollars. In fact, it's just as of fairly recently that it's became that way. In 2016, a single Bitcoin was valued at $1,000. That same coin today is worth around $43,000. That is a very substantial jump. That's like if you bought a Honda Civic and overnight it turned into a Tesla. This is how you hear stories of people who became millionaires overnight, as they bought the currency when it was worth basically nothing and no one else believed in it. And that's almost the thought of Bitcoin, is belief, as the more people that believe that it has value, the more value that it actually has. And who knows what it could be worth in the future. It could even replace cash as a whole. Only time will tell what the future holds for the extravagant cryptocurrency. So, to wrap up our yearly report, we've looked at how Bitcoin started, what is Bitcoin, and the phases of Bitcoin over the years. I hope you've gained the knowledge necessary to go out and invest in the crypto market for yourself. Different cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum only continue to grow, so your time to invest is now.